Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley, and as you saw from the thumbnail, I did some shopping. So as everybody knows at this point in time, the Sephora VIB semi-annual sale is currently going on. Now I am still Rouge status, so I was able to shop starting on Friday the 1st. So I went in store and I picked up a whole bunch of fun stuff. Now they didn't have absolutely everything that I was intending to pick up, so I did also place an order. And that will be here in a few days. But for right now, I wanted to talk about all of the things that I did pick up in store. Now, if this is your first time hanging out with me, welcome. My name is Ashley. I do a lot of beauty related content. And if that's something that you enjoy, I hope that you'll consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's dig into this bag and figure out what it is that I spent my hard-earned money on so that I can play with it with you. So as we expected, I did come out of my Sephora with quite a few cheek products, but what I didn't expect was to come out with so many lip products. Around the front of the store was the Lawless section, and I found myself picking up a few of their sets. Now, the first one is just some of the minis of their Forget the Filler lip gloss. Now, I really enjoy this formula quite a bit. I would say that this is probably my favorite plumping formula that I have tried. It is only very mildly plumping. It isn't one of those really painful sort of plumps, which I am such a sissy and such a baby when it comes to plumping lip glosses. And these don't hurt. They just are very mild, and I really like them. So there are 3 minis in here, and I thought the colors seemed really interesting and pretty. So we have the first one that is kind of the most sheer, is called Rosy Outlook. Yeah, you won't even be able to see that when I hold this up, but I can never have enough clear glosses. Yeah, there is no point. You can barely see some reflect on there. But then the 2 shades that actually have some pigment to them. The first one is called Melrose. This has got a bit of a metallic sort of feel or look rather to it. Now these are not highly pigmented glosses, so even though I've got a pretty good swatch here, it's not going to have a ton of color, but I like that because it doesn't take over my look. In fact, my very favorite one that I have from them is the cherry one. It's red, and it's just perfect. It gives your lips such a perfect, healthy look to them. I love it. And then the last one is called Bitten, and it is, yeah, definitely the most pigmented of the 3, but still, you throw on a lip liner and then a little bit of this, and you are good to go. So I was very, very happy with that. And then next to it, I saw this little set right here. This is the Forget the Filler Lip Duo set. So both of these are full size as opposed to the minis that you have here, but it has a full size of one of their glosses as well as the Overnight Lip Plumping Mask, which I'm actually quite keen to try. And I felt like for $33, it was a pretty good value because, again, you're getting a absolutely huge lip gloss. I mean, look at that. So this is in the shade Buns. This has more of a cinnamon scent to it, like bakery cinnamon, not spicy cinnamon. And I'm really excited to give this a go. Oh, that's like a sort of duochrome-y sort of flip to it. Again, not heavily pigmented. It's this one here right on the end. I don't know if you can see very well, but very pretty. Very excited to check this into my bag. And then you also get the, ooh, let's see if I can get it out. The Overnight Lip Mask, which again, I've heard such lovely things about. So very excited for it. It is in the scent Cinnamon Sugar. And that is what it looks like right there. Oh, it smells really nice. It does. It smells very, very nice. So surprised myself by picking those up, but I'm really happy that I did. All right, so the one other surprise pickup for me was from Huda Beauty. So this is the Easy Blur Foundation. Now this is a newer foundation. I think it only released about a month and a half or so ago. but I've been hearing really, really good buzz around it. So I picked up the shade Vanilla 120B. I struggled a little bit with finding a shade. I've always struggled with the shades in the Huda Beauty foundation lines. I had the stick foundation a few years ago and it was far too light for me and I didn't love it. I swatched these and I'll be honest, even this one is too light, but then the jump to the next sort of shade that would work for my undertones was much too deep. So I have used this once. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it, but the shade is still a bit too light for me. I can make it work, but just know that going in. I'm going to film with all of these items, of course, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Now, I did, of course, pick up from LYS. This is their Higher Standard Blush Trio that they released for the holidays. It has the shades Bubbly, which is a bright pink. It has Focused, which is a warm cinnamon pink. And then Elite, which is a mauve shade. This is hands down probably my favorite cream blush formula. I've raved and raved about it in the past. So I'm very excited to have 3 more shades to add to my collection. In addition to that, I did pick up from Merit. This is their holiday collection that they have released. I think only one of these is a limited edition shade. I take that back. Yes. So I am wearing Bespoke today, which is this shade down here. This is the limited edition shade, but then you also have this pink called Stockholm. And then up here you have the shade Mood, which is kind of a plummy leaning red. It's kind of a burgundy shade. I swatched them all in store and I do feel like they will all work really well for me. The nice thing about this formula, at least from what I have seen, is that it is on the sheerer side. So even though some of these shades seem like they would be quite intense, I feel like they would work on a variety of people. And so it made me a little less hesitant to pick it up, but I'm very excited to play with these. This formula has gotten so much really great hype over the years that I'm just really looking forward to it. In addition, I did pick up the lipstick trio. I think this is such a great value. All 3 of these shades are limited edition exclusive to this set, and there is a new formula that is exclusive to this set as well. So here on the end, this is the new formula. This is the lightweight lip blush. Then here in the center, you have Black Tie, which is a lightweight matte. And then on the end, we have Bespoke, which is in their lightweight satin lipstick, which honestly, this is my favorite formula as far as the Merit lipsticks that I have owned in the past. So very, very excited for that lip set. In fact, I have already worn a couple of the shades because I simply could not contain myself, and I'm really, really happy with it. Just a few more items that I have at this point. I did, of course, pick up the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 6 palette. I am wearing it on my eyes because I could not keep myself from digging around in so many of these things. It's gorgeous. I'm looking forward to playing with it more, but it is the deliciousness that is on my eyes, and I'm so here for it. And then the last 2 things I did pick up were from Makeup by Mario. I did go in and I wanted to try the powder, and that is what I have purchased here. I haven't tried it yet. I did pick up the shade 2 Natural Light. It was between this one and the first, which is kind of a translucent pink shade, and I really hemmed and hawed over it a lot while I was in store. Hopefully I picked up the proper shade because I have really, really high hopes and expectations for it. So many people talk about how much they love it, and I'm really, really hoping that it can be a replacement for the Givenchy powder, which they totally screwed up according to everybody else. And then finally, I did pick up the setting spray. I'm very excited about it. I sprayed it in store, and the mister on it just seemed delightful. So I am so excited to play with these. I haven't played with everything because I didn't want to go too bananas, but I have played with a couple of things, and I will be filming content with all of these items. As I said, I did place another order that same day for things that I couldn't get in store. I will share that when it arrives. I don't know if I'll be placing another order. Something tells me that I probably will. On the day that you're seeing this, if you live here in the United States, it is election day. So please, I beg of you, go out and vote. Even if you are a blue speck in a red state like I am, still go out and vote. Shout from the rooftops your opinions and your wants and your desires, and we'll all hope and pray that someone out there will be listening. So that is my spiel there. But my anxiety is through the roof right now, so I am quite sure that by the time Tuesday rolls around, I will be placing another order regardless, because I know myself enough to know that that is going to be a coping mechanism for me, and I can't deal with the stress right now. So I will probably make another order. I would love to know what you have picked up in this sale, if you're planning on shopping the sale, or kind of what your opinions are in general. I would love to chat with you down in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing before you leave. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.